Welcome to the Whisky Couch with me, Gustav, and
Elna.
as your hosts.
And you are watching Whisky Tasting and Food Pairing number 194.
And today's whiskey is the fourth whiskey in this fifth bracket of 5 12-year-old whiskies that we are reviewing and with which we are doing food pairing. And this number 4 12-year-old in this bracket is none other than Glenmorangie Nectar D'Or, and I'm thinking that I'm pronouncing it correctly.
And it's the first time that I'm going to taste this whiskey, so I'm looking very forward to this.
And it's a very, very nice whiskey from the Glenmorangie Co range, from the Glenmorangie Distillery.
And it was founded in 1843.
Situated in the Northern Highlands, so back to our famous, something in my face here, famous Scotland map, Lowlands, Highlands. Now the previous 3 12-year-olds in this bracket was from the Speyside region, which is right there in the Northern Highlands, and there's a blown up piece of it. But Glenmorangie is from the Northern Highlands, right about there, just to get your bearings. Lowlands, Highlands, and then the Orkney Islands where Highland Park is, and then on that coast you get Old Pulteney, Glenmorangie, and Dalmore. That's where this distillery is situated, and I do have a photograph. This is the Glenmorangie Distillery right there, just 2 pictures. That is the visiting center, which I visited 2 years ago, and what a delight that was. I forgot to show you the pictures of the Cardew Distillery yesterday, or in the previous video which we filmed yesterday. So there you can get an idea of the Cardew Distillery. Glenmorangie, Elna, in the Northern Highlands. It's owned by Glenmorangie Company, which is part of Moet Hennessy, of the group Moet Hennessy. And Glenmorangie comes from the Gaelic word which means the Valley of Peace or the Valley of Tranquility.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's a very beautiful meaning.
Yeah.
And the Nectar D'Or, which is very, very faint in the print on this label, that actually is the French for golden nectar. So I'm just going to show you the bottle there.
It sounds actually very romantic.
There we go.
And it's got an ABV of 46%.
46% this one, which is different
From the
compared
previous ones.
to the others in the core. No, the Quantaruban is also 46%.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought it was
43.
43%. Matured in ex-Bourbon casks and also ex-Sauternes barriques. Sauternes is a white dessert wine from France, so it should give it a dessert-like sweet quality. And non-chill filtered, but no information about whether coloring was added. So the beautiful color that we see
It's
here
a beautiful color.
is not necessarily the natural color. I'm going to show you right there. It's like a honeyed gold.
But it's still beautiful.
Yes.
I love the color.
You probably can see some of the legs forming there on the glass. And judged on these legs, there should be a high viscosity in this whiskey. So here we go, on the nose. I always wonder what kind of effect the psychology has on one's perception. Seeing that this was matured in a sweet French dessert wine, the moment I nose it, I pick up dessert wine, sweet wine.
Okay. I pick up fruitiness with citrus zest.
Lots of honey. It's got a rich nose for me.
Yeah. I love the nose.
Rich honey apricots.
I also get some peaches.
So apricots, peaches, and then sultanas, and there's something of a tropical quality for me personally. I would say maybe coconut and the nuttiness.
I get some dates.
It's got a very nice nose.
It is. I love the nose.
Inviting. It's a soft nose, but it's complex. There's a complexity. Every time you nose it, there's something different. I think this for me is the best nose
I love it.
in this bracket so far. Slanger
Slanger.
on the palate.
Interesting.
Rich, sweet.
Honey.
The honey that was on the palate, on the nose, again on the palate.
But now I get fudge as well.
And the dessert wine that I got on the nose, also on the palate.
And ginger. Interesting enough, I get ginger.
What I'm picking up now is like a lemon meringue quality with a nuttiness. I'm picturing lemon meringue dessert with nuts sprinkled.
Nutmeg. Get nutmeg, ginger, nutmeg. But definitely, I want to agree, honey. I would say honey fudge. Fudge with honey.
Your ginger and nutmeg reminds me of typical Christmas spices.
Oh, yeah.
Nutmeg, ginger, and the only thing that's missing is the cinnamon. A definite medium-long finish for me with a bit of marmalade. There's a slight pepperiness right at the end, but it's a pepperiness that sort of develops towards a citrus marmalade for me.
It's still sweet. The finish is still sweet, but I would say oak spice in the finish.
What a wonderful complex. We just keep getting things. I'm thinking now, while this is influencing my palate, I'm seeing toast with marmalade and white chocolate.
What an interesting combination.
I don't think you can put that on toast, but nevertheless.
But let's try. You never know. Let's try.
Chocolate-covered toast with marmalade.
Something different. We can try it.
Maybe we must add some water and see what happens. A few drops of water. And you'll see the oiliness. The moment the water enters the whiskey, it separates some of the oiliness with the rest of the whiskey. There we go. Look at that effect on the glass. So after the water, overripe grapes towards the sour side. Not completely, but sort of leaning.
You get those sweets, candy. That is sugar grape dusted. It's only dusted with sugar.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Can you remind yourself when we were kids?
I'm getting that. As you say that.
Candy?
Yes. As you say that, I'm picking that up.
Familiar nose from our childhood.
Definitely I have to add water to this dram. Definitely. It just opens up sweet dessert wine on the palate. I'm always getting goosebumps as I experience this. What a delightful.
I get the oak spice
and morangy
and fudge.
Sure.
But I must say it's my first time and I like this one.
So this could very well be your favorite in this particular bracket.
Well, let's see.
Summary for this whiskey, I would say sweet grape and citrus candy. I'm connecting with the candy that you mentioned earlier with a slight peppery core. But it's difficult for me to get a summary for this one. It is a bit bigger than just a one-line summary. The price, Elna, 750 Rand more or less in South Africa, £55 in the UK and $65 in the US.
Okay.
Shall we move on to the pairing?
Yes, let's do the pairing.
It's still crepe theme, the second last crepe, and we have done 24 crepes. With the next whiskey, it will be 25. So for this one, we were thinking to offset the sweet dessert-like qualities, we are going for a lemon cheesecake filled crepe. So we've got a crepe pocket here filled with lemon cheesecake to offset that sweetness. But still, on the palate, there is like a lemon meringue quality or component in the flavor profile, so it will perfectly connect with that. And even maybe the citrus marmalade.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is our crepe. Not too clear on the camera. It's difficult to get it on the camera. But it's a crepe pocket there. And that is the lemon meringue. Everything is too white. But have a look at our Instagram profile. There's a beautiful photo of this on our Instagram profile. Elna, see if you can get a piece there. I'm sitting here, mouth watering, looking forward to this.
Try this.
So our fifth whiskey and the last one in this bracket of 5 will be the Glenmorangie Bourbon. And we will do that in the next video. So here we go. Lemon cheesecake in a crepe pocket.
Wow. I think this goes very well together. Complements one another.
It complements perfectly. After the first sip, there was a bit more sweetness. It is as if the lemony quality, the lemony element in the flavor profile of the pairing enhanced the sweetness, but it gives a balance in the overall
It's not overwhelming
experience.
It's just good balance. I like it. But I must say, I like the whiskey. I really like the whiskey. First time, I like it.
So after a second, it expands the overall experience of this particular dram for me. It is a wonderful adventure. This. How will you rate the pairing? How the pairing and the dram goes together? And you do it out of 10.
I do it out of 10. I'll give it a 9 because I'm quite surprised by the whiskey. So my first time that I tried, and I like it. I really like it.
I'm still experiencing it. After my third sip, after the pairing, it is as if it brings a bit more spiciness, which I prefer. Then it's not that sweet.
Yeah. Definitely.
So a 9, and I must say I will go for a 4 out of 5. This is a very good pairing for me. So, fantastic. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoy this, please like our video.
Yes.
Subscribe, invite your friends, and in the next video we will be doing the 5th in this bracket. And after that, our favorites and the blind tasting.
Yeah.
Until then, slàinte.
Slàinte.